I want to welcome to the show my quarterback, Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones.
We don't look like Ohio State, man. Ohio State. What are y'all ranked right now, Caleb?
You know we ranked number one. You know it.
One. All
right. Let's talk Oklahoma versus TUN.
There's a little commotion going on, so watching that part of it was funny for me. They gotta handle that off camera. They can't.
Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining us on the third episode of Downs to Business. I'm Josh Downs, and this is my brother Caleb, and we're here to bring you this special show. We appreciate everybody who's been liking and subscribing, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple. Keep doing it. This week, Ohio State had a huge win over Grambling, 70-0. Wasn't much of a competition, but first we're going to start off with the Colts action this weekend.
I mean, we're starting off with my Sunday, pretty much my whole Sunday. Everything that happens with my Sunday is based off of how the Colts do. 33-8 win, first game. And it was big for me because I'm watching SportsCenter the whole week, and they tell me, the Colts 0-13 in openers in the past couple of years. I'm like, nah. I was like, we can't go for that right now.
Yeah.
But how did you feel about the first game and everybody's performance? So what'd you think?
Nah, facts. It was honestly a huge first game. I mean, like you said, I think we haven't won one since 2013. So it's been a minute since the Colts have won an opener, but to go out there and win in the fashion we did, just to set the tone of the season was huge. And I feel like obviously there's things you can fix in the game of football to get better at, but across the board we played really well as a team. So we just got to keep building.
Now, y'all seem really confident out there. So what was the mindset going into the game? Because y'all scored every single possession, and that hasn't been done since 2000. So what was the mindset going into the game?
Facts. Shout out to Daniel Jones doing his thing out there. But mindset was just to really out physical them. I mean, we felt like we had that as a group, and we did exactly that, and then we executed on the ground and through the air. So that's really the main thing. It was execute, and we had a lot of different personnel packages coming in, and it was working. It was clicking, and our defense, three or four turnovers that game. They played lights out. So it was just a great game all across the board. And at this point, we just got to keep that same energy going into week 2.
You already mentioned the shout out to Daniel Jones. He played a great game, had 2 rushing touchdowns, passing dime to Michael Pittman in the second quarter. So what did you feel about Michael Pittman? Because he had a really big opening season, and what'd you think about that?
I mean, Pitt, he was hurt last season, so for him to go out there and just have a big game yesterday was huge for him. Had that touchdown, had a couple other big catches, so I was really excited for him. And of course, just keep building off that. We have a great room, and he's been on the team the longest, so it starts with him, and we're excited for that.
Now they put on the screen during the game how many different snaps in college Tyler Warren played at different positions, and I seen a little bit of that in the game this past week. So what was the preparation like for him, and what did you think of his first NFL performance?
Very versatile player, great player. I mean, like, I didn't really see the graphic because I was on the field, but I know he lined up running back, quarterback, tight end, receiver. He did a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, his preparation was just being a versatile player and going out there and doing what he does, catching over the middle. I mean, after the catch, he's phenomenal. So first game for him was a banger as a rookie, and I mean, of course, just as a group, just keep building and keep going from there.
You know, it's a difficult thing being a fan outside looking in. You never know what's really going on with the team. So how was the interaction with Anthony Richardson on the sideline during the game?
Man, Anthony, like yeah, great teammate. I mean, he's just as lit as everybody on the sideline. He's celebrating, he's hyped, seeing everybody make plays, and he's locked in as well. He's one play away, like Coach was saying. So he's got to be locked in and tuned in, just like everybody else. And I mean, he's a great teammate. That's what I can say.
Okay. You talked about the defense last week, and they had a big game. You talked about it. They had 3 or 4 turnovers, and that was huge. But you talked also about one of the best nickels in the league, if not the best, Kenny Moore. What did you think about his performance and how everything went with him?
Kenny just savvy player, savvy vet, excellent player. But yesterday, I mean, he had a strip sack, and I don't think anybody had a catch on him, so that speaks for itself. But He played phenomenal. The whole secondary did. Bynum, Cross, Ward, Xavier Howard. They all played well. So, I mean, just got to keep that same energy going. But, yeah, Kenny Moore, he played excellent yesterday, and it just showed the work we've been putting in during camp.
Now, I've never seen the Selly. I've never seen like whatever Cam did after he got that pick.
Yeah.
But what what was that? I watched it. I was like, I don't even know how he was doing that. But what was that?
Nah, I don't even know what that was. It was fire though. Like I don't think I can do that, and I don't think a lot of people can do that. I don't even know like what animal kind of. It was like a fish flopping on the ground in a sense, but like he was doing it with his elbows. So now it was impressive. I was impressed to see it, but I was confused like what actually is this? But I mean, he had posted like something that he was working on it like the night before the game. So like he had this planned out. And then yeah, he don't even have a name for it, I don't think. But it was impressive, so I'll give him that. I know he cooking up some more. So this just the start.
Well, that was really creative. So he need to keep doing that or something. Just to
No cap.
that's something different. What did you think about the Dolphins offense? They're getting a lot of negative talk right now based off of their first performance. So I mean, you can't really judge them based off of their first week performance and everything like that. But what did you think about it?
Yeah, no, I mean they got great players on the team. First week doesn't. I mean it's a long season in the NFL. We got 16 more games, so I mean they could flop first week and be great the rest of the year. So I mean their offense, they got great players across the board: Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Chain, Malik Washington. So I know them boys will pick it up over there. Our defense played really well yesterday, though. That's what not everybody's really highlighting. Like they're saying, oh, their offense wasn't good, but like no, our defense was really just playing that well. So. I mean, give our defense some credit there that how they stepped up yesterday, and it's gonna be like that all year.
Yeah, they got real talent outside, so I will give the defense the credit on that. They did a great job with
Mm-hmm.
that. But big week next week. The
Yeah.
Broncos, they got a really good defense. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know y'all early in preparation on that. So what's your thoughts on that game coming up and how that's supposed to go?
Yeah. Coach was saying they got the #1 defense in the league right now, so it's gonna be a challenge for us. They got a good offense as well. So I mean, it's gonna be a great challenge. They were a playoff team last year, and we went out there last year and lost to them. Kind of in a crucial time of the year. So at the end of the day, this is a huge game for us just to go out there in front of our home crowd and show how much we've improved and how much we wanted. So we're excited.
What is what's the biggest? I mean, they say in football in general, the biggest improvements a team makes is from week 1 to week 2. So,
Yeah.
what is the biggest improvements for the Colts, and what is the biggest improvement for Josh Downs? That's the question.
Yeah, myself just refining my skills and just route integrity, and then just doing whatever my team needs me to do. So, I mean, gonna put in extra work this week, of course, just to get better and talk to Dad. You know, Dad always got something to say, good or bad. So, I'm definitely gonna work on some things that Dad thinks I need to work on and improve from there. Not gonna give out too much sauce to that, but now as a team, we just gotta stay on the same track we was on. We played really well yesterday, so at the end of the day, we gotta keep that same energy. Whatever we did last week, let's do this week times 2. Just keep improving. So that's it.
You know who also had a big week? OSU
Yeah,
receivers.
yeah. Okay,
I mean,
tell me something. I mean, obviously you know more than me because
well,
that's
I
your
mean, I know
school.
my
But tell
guy,
me something.
Emeka, 2 touchdowns
Oh
in a
yeah,
game
yeah.
winner
He
first
snapped.
game.
Yeah, facts.
That's
He
insane.
snapped. First game, rookie, 2 touch.
First
He
game,
went
snap.
down. He snapped. Okay.
JSN had 9 receptions for 124. Marvin did
Okay.
his
Every week.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Garrett did his thing, and Chris did his thing too. I
Yeah.
mean, they making a conversation. They try. Well, Jackson said it was going to get back to it being a conversation about them and LSU
Yeah.
about that. So, I mean, they got a couple more games
No,
to
it's
get
it's it's an interesting combo about wide receiver U. I mean, no, they're deep over at Ohio State. Y'all are deep, like you said. You just named all 5 guys, but you could throw in Terry McLaurin in there. He's an
hmm
excellent player. Just got paid, and there's other receivers as well. But I mean, all them boys played well this week. They gonna keep going. JSN was in my class coming out of high school, so I've known how good he was for a long time. That it don't even surprise me how crazy he going right now. So I'm excited for all them boys.
Did you watch the game last night? Sunday Night Football.
Man, so I really didn't even watch the game, bro. I saw, I know it was crazy, but I didn't really watch the whole game. You know, sometimes I'm footballed out for the week a little bit, so
That makes sense. Yeah.
I kind of just after the game just chill with and just watched a good movie. and just vibed out yesterday. So wasn't too much going on, but I did see it was a crazy game, and all my group chats was going crazy talking about it.
Nah, I mean, after games on Saturday, sometimes I do the same thing. I can't really watch anybody else play. It's just like I'm just go sit on the couch and do whatever.
Yeah,
There's nothing really else to be said. But
that's how I
Derrick
be.
Henry and Lamar. Well, first off, Derrick Henry was going crazy in the game yesterday.
Yeah,
They could
I
not
seen
stop him at
I
all.
seen a little edit of it was like Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson on Sunday night, and it was like Kobe and Shaq when they was early on the Lakers, and it was like the edit where they standing next to each other, they got their heads down and like some music playing. So like I was like, I already know them boys went dumb, and then I mean stat line was crazy. Let's talk about how Buddy slapped what he like tried to slap DeAndre Hopkins, and then Lamar went in the stands. Boom, bulldozed him into the stands. It was
Oh,
crazy.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see
I
it
didn't
yet.
see
Like somebody on the Bills like slapped DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know what he was doing. It was a Bills fan, but Lamar straight up pushed Buddy into the stands like
Oh, he owned that. He
boom,
owned
knocked
that.
him back. I was like, oh,
He owned that.
he's solid. He's solid for that one. He's
That
solid.
reminds me of remember when Mark Ingram was talking about Lamar back in the day, big truth, da 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 da, and he had the whole
Oh
speech
yeah,
about him.
big trust.
Big
Yeah,
trust.
facts.
I mean,
Nah,
that's
he
crazy.
on that. But that was crazy. I saw that. I was like, oh, he on that. I'm like, okay, but nah,
That's a
Buddy was
weird
wrong for
quarterback
what he was
matchup
doing.
too. Josh Allen and Lamar. I mean, that was the MVP battle last year. First game
Yeah.
coming out. I mean, both offenses
Nah.
performed pretty well though too. So I mean, it was good football. What did you
Yeah, that's
you see? Did you see any other receivers around the league that caught your eye this weekend?
I felt like the Chargers look good as a group. They whole group look good. McConkey, Allen, Quentin Johnson, they all look good on Friday. I mean, I didn't really get to like see any of the other games and stuff, but I know I watched that Chargers game. They looked impressive, and I mean that's what I can say about them. So maybe I'll tune in more this week after the game. But
Well,
was it Monday today?
there
Oh,
was a
somebody's
couple
playing
receivers.
tonight. The Vikings and the Bears play tonight. I'll watch that game tonight.
I got Vikings. There was a couple receivers that had a tough first game. Didn't dropped a few balls, and that's what it is. How do you feel like as a pro athlete, as a pro receiver, that you bounce back from those tough games and those tough events that happen?
Nah, you know you can make those plays. Drops are one of them things that it's gonna happen one day or another. So when it does, you just gotta bounce back. Simple as that. But like, I mean, those plays are gonna be made as a receiver. You know, if you drop a pass, you're like, I've caught this 150 times in my life, and then even on your days off and days after practice, just catching the ball extra on the jugs or somebody throwing to you, you know, like I'm gonna make this catch next time it comes my way. So simple as that. I mean, it's easy to hang your head and be like, man, I missed the opportunity, which a lot of us do as a pro athlete because it's a real thing. I mean, you're not supposed to miss your opportunity when it comes. So at the end of the day, you just got to bounce back and you got to know that the ball is going to come your way again and keep going.
Did you see what they're calling the spit gate that happened the other day with the Cowboys and
Spitgate.
the Eagles?
Yeah. So look, it's crazy because literally on Saturday, I think it was a Florida D lineman spit in a South Florida offensive lineman's face during the game. And it was worse than what we
Like it
saw.
was like was it like face to face like spit?
No, like it was like worse. Like, and he like it looked like he spit like OD in the dude's face, and they threw him out of the game. But it was just like you just saw what happened a few days ago. What like kind of like what you got going on? But he literally did he did it. It was worse, but it was a Florida D lineman spit in a South Florida offensive lineman's face like third or fourth quarter. And it was crazy. He got kicked out the game. But nah, I mean that's the first time I've seen something like this for real. And well, I saw it last year when y'all played Oregon. That I saw that. But it's like, oh man, that's a different type of
my teammate IG for not swinging
nah
on him. He was
facts.
like, that took all my energy not to swing on him. I was like,
Yeah, that's a different. I don't know. That's hard.
Okay.
Fact, it's a different type of disrespect right there. I don't know. I don't even know what to do in that situation on the field. Like it's like you want to play. It's like hold on, like what the like.
That's manhood too. Like
Nah, facts. You want to play at the It's wrong.
and you know
It's
but,
wrong
like,
on the other
you know it's
part.
gonna hurt your team too. So it's a tough one.
Yeah, you might gotta just bite the bullet for right there. But it's tough. It's tough. Trust me. Yeah, it's tough.
So, I mean, speaking of that, what's the strangest thing you ever seen on the field? Because, I mean, somebody spending actually that was probably the strangest thing that happened last year on the field. Like for me, watching
Hmm.
the Oregon game and watching my teammate get spit on, that was actually one of the worst things I see. Other
Yeah.
than that, though, for me, watching like an O lineman like throw up mid play,
Yeah.
disgusting, disgusting.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I can't probably watching somebody throw up on the field, but I haven't seen it. And not anything I can like point out is just like overly strange. So I mean, yeah, I don't even got an answer for that right now. But definitely when I watch y'all's game versus Oregon last year, um, that's my dog Trey Sean too. Like I know Trey Sean, but it is what it is. I
The
mean,
worst part about it though is when we played them in the playoffs, I mean, like it didn't happen
he
again,
went
but it was like
crazy.
we was we was still in like getting in that type of altercations with them. So it
For
was
I didn't even know that they didn't even show those behind the scenes. So
nah,
that's
we
funny
was
you say
like no,
that.
no, no. It was like after the game, like we dapping up. These dudes about to square up and fight. I'm like, bro, we got another game
They
to play.
still
Watch
was on
out.
that. That's
Yeah, I'm like,
OD.
I mean, he was
That's
been talking the
OD.
whole game, so it was whatever. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to get my teammates back. I'm like, we got another game to play. He ain't got nothing to lose
Facts.
no more.
Yeah, nah,
He's just
that's
doing
crazy. I didn't even
whatever.
know that. I didn't know. I did not know that. So that's good. I mean, it ain't good to know, but whatever. That's how football is, though. It gets a little heated in there. It gets a little heated. So that's how I be.
It's time for the 2-minute Crave, sponsored by White Castle. White Castle has 100% beef sliders. They're ready in the microwave in 2 minutes. So for the next 2 minutes, let's get to know me and Josh a little bit better. Josh, what's your favorite way to unwind after the game of leaving the facility and just chilling in the doing whatever?
I either watch a good show or honestly I be doing Legos now. So I get a good Lego box and kick it and just put it together, man. You feel me?
Okay.
Name a game in your career that you shouldn't have lost and why.
That's an easy one for sure. Oregon last year, we definitely should have pulled that game away. And at the end, well, we defense didn't play great, but we should have ended with a field goal and won the game. What is your UNC Mount Rushmore? Top 4 players ever.
Yeah, Julius Peppers, Lawrence Taylor, I'll say Ryan Switzer and Dre Bly. Shout out to our uncle
Dre Blige.
Dre Bly.
Dre
Crazy
Blige,
cool, but
okay.
it's facts. 13 picks as a freshman. It ain't never been done. Caleb, what's your top 4 Mount Buckmore best Ohio State players ever? Top 4.
Mount Buckmore. I'm gonna say Archie for sure. Definitely gotta go. Troy Smith, he got the Heisman. Zeke is an all-time great Buckeye. And then I'm gonna get somebody on the defense. Probably Chase Young. Young.
Give me your Canelo Crawford prediction.
You know, we get active, so I'm going with Mr. Bud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going with Mr. Bud.
Yes, Crawford's great. I respect him. I love Crawford. But if I'm going with my logical decision, I do think the king of Guadalajara, Canelo, Saul Alvarez, he wins this one. You feel me? Yeah.
White Castle sliders have 16 grams of protein per serving to keep you fueled on game day. Straight from the grocery store frozen aisle to you. A great snack at any time of day. We want to thank White Castle for coming on board in support of our show.
It's time for the campus report now. Let's get into it, man. 70-0, starting off 2-0. I mean, obviously, it was one of those games where you know what the result is going to be before the game starts. But what do you learn from a game like that?
I feel like as a team, you learn, like, can you play with intensity every play? Can you push yourself, no matter the opponent that you're playing, to just go out there and play with intensity? And that's a big challenge for a lot of teams. I mean, you see it throughout the nation. Teams underperform against big teams. I mean, against, I don't want to say, lesser opponents. And then they don't come out and play, and then it turns into a game. So I feel like you just see if you can come out and play with intensity.
Now you could say, I mean, in college there is lesser opponents to a degree. Like obviously, you guys are going to outmatch Grambling. And there's a couple games that are going to be like that every year in college. But I mean, you can't not play your hardest. Obviously, you play your hardest. You prepare like it's going to be a regular game, just so you handle business like y'all did. But I mean, big INT first one of the season. Impressive to a sense because it was like 5 yards away from the quarterback, and you were able to react that quick. Walk us through. I mean, you can't go too much into the scheme, but walk us through what happened, and I mean, obviously how you caught that.
I mean, I don't think people really know like how difficult it is to catch a ball like that's so close to you. Everybody keeps asking
Yeah,
like, "Yo, why didn't you run?" I'm like, "That ball was coming in. I was just
facts.
focused on catching it." I mean, really just was faking a rush, and then quarterback didn't really see me, and then I bopped into the window and caught me one. I mean, I wish I could have stayed on my feet, but it is what it is. I needed it though. Good book.
Nah, facts. It's different. It's a little cheat code right here. You're not supposed to jump all the time as a receiver, but if you do jump, it kind of like freezes. It kind of like freezes time in a sense when you jump. It's easier to catch the ball when you jump. So if any of you young people watching, don't do that though, because you need to catch and run a lot more of the times. But like, let's say third, fourth down, or in the end zone, secure the catch. Go. I mean, if you think, okay, I'm gonna just jump and go get it. Obviously, the ball needs to be in this range. You ain't gonna jump if the ball's at your stomach, but when it's up here, it might be a little easier to grasp it. So, I mean, obviously, great game, no shutout performance. What do you think y'all's defense did well this game, building on the Texas game in Week 1?
I think it just shows the intentionality. Being able to, from the ones to the twos to the threes, everybody that got in the game, everybody performed at a high level, and you can't really, you can't put a price on that just to say if we put our twos and threes in, they're still going to do what they're supposed to do. I think that's a huge thing.
Man, I feel that. Those are those games where you got to just lock in and the young guys get them in there and allow them to go out there and ball out so they can be ready in the game because they're one play away all the time. You never know when it's going to happen. So that is very true. Your quarterback, it keeps building. He's really a sleeper
J.
in
Cool.
college football. Nobody's really talking about him, but I
J.
mean, I looked at
Cool.
the stat line and it's flawless. He started out 15 for 15, 4 early touchdowns. What do you think about that guy saying, man? You said he was listening to that Maroon. He plays like he's listening to Maroon 5, but what do you feel about saying?
I love the dude. He's buying into it a little bit too. He keeps talking about the Maroon 5 stuff, but
Yeah,
I mean, they said before the game they was gonna come out and let him air it out a little bit. So I mean, I'm excited that they came out and did that, put a little confidence in him, and then keep going from there.
yeah. Nah, we seen it ourselves. So I mean, it's big target, Jeremiah Smith. You're not on the offensive side of the ball, but it seemed like they made it a urgent need to get him the ball early and get him going. I mean, do you believe that was kind of something that was brought up, or do you think that was just the flow of the game?
I mean, I think you got to feed the dog. I mean, he didn't play the way he really wanted to play that first game, and he owned up to that. He told everybody that. So I think for him, he was just like, "Give me the ball, give me a chance. I'm gonna go make the play." So he he lived up to what he was supposed to do.
They said he had the longest touchdown ever in the shoe,
I seen that.
87.
I was like, "That's crazy that nobody scored a longer touchdown than that." But I mean,
87 long though. That's like
it
right below
is, it
90.
is, it is. But I mean, that's one of the records he has now, so he can always say that. That's a crazy thing,
Facts. So I did Carnell have a new celly this week? I didn't
though.
I didn't see if he
I
has
was
another
told him.
one.
I literally went up to him mid game. I was like, "Bro, you was not selling like this last year." He had a little like dance like this. I was like, "Okay." Literally
Oh,
watching the
okay,
game. I'm
okay.
over there on the sideline doing this selling. I'm like,
Maybe they
"Oh."
can pan to that during the podcast show. So really what he did. I'm
It
interested to
was
see
cool. It
because
was
now I
cool.
gotta go see it on TikTok. I gotta go look Carnell T Celly and see if he cooked up
He
from
got
the
two tough sellies now. So
Yeah, you got the
first
wham in the
games.
circle and the I don't know. It's like it's not the zombie land, but it's like similar.
It's like
I gotta watch it to see what he really did. So Bo Jackson, y'all got a running
coming
back on the
out
team
party.
named Bo Jackson.
Yes, yes. No. When he got recruited, they was like, "Oh, we got Bo Jackson coming." And I was like, "The old head?
Who
Like,
does
what's he
he wear?
about to go?
What number
What's he
does
about
he
to go?"
wear? He better
He
be wearing
25.
34.
Nah,
He
he
gotta get in
25.
that
He
34. Like
25.
obviously 34 not the best number, but he gotta get in that 34, man.
Nah,
He
that
gotta
would
go.
be.
He gotta go all the way. Bo Jackson, 34. Bo Jackson. So everybody like, hold on, is that his son? Nah, but he play like him. You feel me? You
Nah.
gotta. He gotta
He got
get
to
that
feed into it
going.
a little bit.
You feel me? He
Yes.
got 34. Go crazy. They're gonna be like, hold on, and they're gonna
Is
be
that?
like,
Is that?
wait a minute. All right, I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
Nah, he had his little
Um,
coming out party though. He played well.
yeah, facts. So game three versus Ohio. How much have you watched any tape on them? Uh, what do you think about them boys, and how are y'all gonna handle this challenge coming into Columbus week 3?
Nah, they played really well. I mean, they almost beat Rutgers first game. That was a really close game watching it on TV. I was literally watching that the Thursday before we played, so that was a big game. And then this past week they did their thing and beat West Virginia, which was a big game. So I mean, it's gonna be a challenge coming in here. We got to prepare the same way we prepare every week, and they do a lot of good things on offense. Put the ball in the air. Quarterback is a ball player. He do his thing. So, and then they got a good receiver. So it's gonna be a game, and we got to go out there and compete.
Yeah, that's good. Y'all. I mean, of course, y'all should handle business, but you got to take it a week at a time. I know y'all will. Y'all got great coaches, great players going across the board. So, now let's talk business of football. Grambling got paid a good old $1 million salary to come into the horseshoe and get that BTA, but USF got paid 500,000 to play Florida, and then Tarleton State was paid 250,000 to play Army. How I guess in a sense, like those games when they backfire on you, you pay a team to come to you and you lose. I guess like what is that like a slap in the face, or is that like how do you bounce back from something like that?
I mean, I can't even talk. What's USF almost beat I said Alabama my freshman year. They got
Yeah,
some real
facts.
ball players on that team. That was
They do.
we played at USF. So I don't know if we paid them that game, but we played at USF and they almost
I
did their
did
job
play
that
at
game.
USF. I remember that game.
So that was I can't say like they're not a good team. They do what they do what they're supposed to do, but
Yeah,
as a program that's gotta hurt though to like pay somebody to come and play you and then you
and
not
then
handle
lose.
business. Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's so funny. I walked up to Anthony Richardson on Saturday and I said, "Yo, who is Florida losing to today?" He was like, "Losing? Shit, we ain't losing to nobody." And then I saw him later in the night, and I was like, "Dog, what's up?" And he was like, "Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with that." But it was just funny because I didn't even know who they was playing. I just, I'm just trolling Saturday. I'm like, "Yo, I'm like, AR, who is Florida losing to today?" He like, "What? Like, you crazy?" But it
you
happened.
gotta
I
go
mean,
look at the videos too. They have like USF coaches like they over here like celebrating in front of the Florida fans. They over here like
duh.
they like no like I'm talking like they're both walking into the locker room and the coaches are like screaming and
Oh, for real? At the Florida
like
coaches?
they over here like yeah like we beat they. I was like oh shoot.
Okay, okay,
Florida
okay.
coaches sitting right there walking by. I'm
Popping it,
like I'm
popping
like
it,
oh shoot.
popping
They
it.
go they let it hey.
Hey, that's crazy. All right, let's talk NIL. What are some? I don't know if you even know, but what are is a more strange deal that you've seen go on at NIL so far this season?
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
I've seen some peanut butter and jelly deals, but I guess that makes sense with, I mean, preparation for the game, protein, and everything like that. I really don't have. I mean, I guess Hulu would be a weird one, but that's me, so it's kind of
yeah. Wait till you
it's
see that commercial. I had made some. I had got a good little
you
joke
changing
going
it.
on. No, it's just like in the piece I'm in. You're just gonna see something on there. You're gonna be like, "I'll bet I
I
see
mean,
what he's
you'll see
on."
my name on the little
Oh,
thing.
I already saw
Yeah.
it. So that's
Oh,
why I did it.
you
I was like,
saw what I
oh,
put my
bet.
name as?
Yeah. I was like, oh, bet. Say no more. I'm like, I'm about to get you on this one. So you're gonna see that and be like, oh, he showed it with that. But nah, I mean, who gonna be cool? So I mean, obviously a big thing with NIL. I thought about this when it first happened. Like, it kind of just like, in a sense, like it's like known like in history, like a lot of NFL players, they just run through their money when they're done playing. So I guess NIL kind of like fast tracks you and gives you a head start on that. You get some money when you're in college, so that when you're in the league, it's not a crazy like shell shock when
Hmm.
this
Yeah.
large amount of money hits your account. Has anybody talked to you about that? I guess like that's in the league now, or is that just one of them things that you keep between your family and your financial advisors?
I feel like you hear those horror stories, kind of like horror stories about like people that get to the pros and they kind of just blow off of everything they get and don't like they take it for granted, kind of. So I feel like it definitely can be used in that way. But I also feel like college students are just as bad. So maybe the kids or the players now they may feel differently about getting the money, but I mean I feel like there's still gonna be a lot of our coach says there's going to be a 30 for 30 someday about the college players that just got money now and didn't know how to handle it, didn't pay taxes, didn't do this, didn't do that, and it's going to backfire on them a lot. So
We have a fan question from our partnership with 11 Warriors. This one comes from New Phila fan to Caleb. How important to your development as a DB is the quality of receivers that you face every day in practice?
I feel like that's super important. You got to be able to test your skills against the highest level, and that's the only way you're
Yeah.
really gonna know if you're at the highest level. So going up against the guys that we have every day at Ohio State, it makes you feel confident in the game. Of hey, if I go against them in practice, I'm not really gonna see nothing crazy in the game because I know what I got to do. So
Mm-hmm.
that's a huge thing in confidence basis wise. So it's it's a great thing.
All right. Let's talk. Did you watch? Obviously, the biggest game of the week was no surprise. Really, the only big game of the week: Oklahoma versus TUN. I'm not gonna say it out of respect for my brother on the call right now, so I'm gonna just say TUN. Did you watch the game? And if you did, what do you see from TUN?
They played solid. I mean, I thought Oklahoma played really well. Their quarterback, he was out there doing it. I can't cap.
Yeah,
And then Oklahoma's defense played really well. They gave Michigan a lot of troubles. So it's a it was a game to watch. I mean, it is what it is. But I
yeah,
also saw on the sideline it was a little commotion going on. So watching that part of it was funny for me, just based off of Justice is he was my college roommate at Alabama. So just that
yeah.
relationship made it so funny to watch.
Nah,
Did
so
you see it
yeah,
at all?
I saw a little bit of it. I saw I didn't see the whole thing, but I did see something on Twitter about like them disagreeing or something. But I don't know exactly what went down. Obviously, you know more than me and everybody else does, but I watched the game a little bit. I did see what's Justice broke one for like 80.
Nah,
He
he was
looked
he was
kind of
doing his thing.
fast though.
He was doing his
I was
thing.
like, hold on, he low key sliding. He looked kind of fast. I was like, hold on, this dude, and it's crazy. I mean, I'm the type of guy. I'm rooting for all G Code players. Gwinnett County, shout out. It
Shout
just
out to you.
I'm always shouting out all Gwinnett
Except me.
players, and it was
Except
just
me for the
yeah,
sport.
yeah. Yeah. So it's like, no, I
Except me.
mean, I'm. It depends on who they're playing that night, but I'm going for I seen him. He looked fast that game, but I
He,
did see the little altercation on the sideline go on, and I was like, hold on, what is this? What's what's this? What's
but I
this?
mean, I
I
mean,
guess
they gotta handle that off camera. They can't really.
no, but that's what I'm saying. How do you? I don't even know. Like, once it gets to that point on the side, if you like getting into it on the sideline, it's got to be some, and not real beef, but it's got to be kind of some. I don't know.
Some.
Yeah, it ain't nothing that you can just be like, hey man, let's have like it's either something in the heat of the moment or whatever. But let's see. What teams have caught your eye so far? What teams have caught your eye so far this season? First two games in.
Oregon's playing really well. Like
Facts. Yeah.
watching their stuff. They doing their thing. Their receivers look really solid.
Mm-hmm.
What surprised me this weekend was Clemson, though. I mean, same type of thing. They played Troy, and they supposed to go out
Yeah.
and
What
handle
was that
business.
score? It was mad close.
I think they was losing at one point, and then they turned out
Yeah.
winning at the end of the game. But I mean, it, it was difficult. I mean, I thought they were gonna handle business, but those are the only two schools that I really noticed this weekend, just based off of that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck to those guys the rest of the season. All right, everybody. I want to welcome to the show my quarterback, Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones, all the names above, to the Downs to Business show, man. Welcome to the show, Danny.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's talk week one. 22 for 29, 75.9% completion percentage, 272 yards, 3 total touchdowns, huge game, no punts, scored on all the possessions, and biggest thing for the Colts organization, we haven't won an opener in I think 12 years since 2013, and you did what a lot of men couldn't
Okay.
do. So
I'm breaking
shout out to you,
records.
bro. I mean, first things first, what was the feeling like stepping into Lucas Oil Stadium and embracing that?
It was fun. It was a fun day. I think yeah, roof open, stadium open. It's awesome. It's only my second time playing at home in Lucas Oil, and it was an awesome environment. Fans were out, but yeah, got off to a good start. I think obviously we didn't score on our first possession. We had a field goal, but you want seven there. Then defense came out quick, got a turnover. We took it down, scored, and I think just kind of felt like we were in a groove from the jump. I think all three phases kind of combined well, complementary football. But it was a fun day for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So on top of that, just like I mean, I guess like how refreshing it was it to have a new opportunity, new team, new city, different faces in the facility, different faces on the field. Just I mean, how refreshing was that for you just to have an organization that truly just believes in you, they love you, want the best for you, and we're all behind you.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. It's been fun working with this group. I think, getting here in the spring. My first thought was just, wow, like all these guys they're about football. They're about ball. Everyone wants to play at a high level. They're locked in, ready to go on the practice field, whatever it was. Guys are ready to go, and I think that as a quarterback, that's a fun environment to be a part of. I think offensively we've got great coaches who want to scheme, want to get us in position to make plays, and I think I felt that from the jump as we got started in the spring. But it's been fun. It's a good start. We got a lot of work to do for sure. I think we all know that, but yeah, it's been a fun group to be a part of.
Oh yeah, kind of like you said, like long season. I was telling Caleb that earlier. We got 16 more games. Obviously, we jumped out to a hot start, but I mean, it's a whole race to January to that at this point. So we got a lot more to do, a lot more consistency to build. But I mean, I feel like we're gonna do that. I mean, how did I guess Miami's defense shredded them, but was there anything I guess special? Any players you thought that stood out to you on that team and I mean, what they could build for, you're the QB, so we could maybe help them out a little bit.
uh, no, I mean I think we talked a lot about their front. They got a good front for sure.
Yeah,
That's a
facts.
strength versus strength there with our offensive line, and then I think Minka, played against Minka a couple times, and he's just a really smart, savvy football player. Caleb probably could studied him, about a lot of similarities there. But smart guy, always around the ball, knows what offenses are trying to do, can recognize concepts and all that stuff. So I got a lot of respect for Minka for sure.
So I played against Tyler Warren this past year when he was at Penn State, and I was telling Josh he played in so many different positions while we were there. What did you think of your rookie tight end's first game, and what did you think of his performance?
I thought he played well. I thought he played well. We've been seeing it all camp. He just finds a way to make the play. I feel like in a lot of situations, he's smart. He's instinctual. I think in a lot of situations where a guy gets 2 or 3 yards, he finds a way to get 6 or 7. And just a tough, smart football player can do a lot of different things. But yeah, I mean, I thought he had a strong game.
Facts. He did have a strong game. We was talking in the receiver room. We was like he looked like he a country boy out there having fun playing. Just a country boy playing ball
Bro,
out
he's
there, just
just a
trucking
ball
people,
player.
running people over. But nah,
Yeah.
he like he said, he was balling out in camp and similar to the Chargers. I remember I watched the Chargers on Thursday and like they was just spreading the ball around to everybody like and you had a similar game to that. I mean, I don't know how many receivers had catches or what, but I mean obviously JT Pittman had big games. Tyler Warren had big games, but I mean, me, Alec, AD, we all had catches as well. So I guess like as an offense, is this one of the more complete groups you've been around, or was there more complete groups when you was in New York?
This is a very, very complete group.
Yeah,
Try to stay away from comparisons too much, but
facts.
we got a lot of players who can make plays. I think we all know that, and like you said, Tyler and Pitt got a lot of opportunities yesterday. Just kind of the way the game unfolded, but I think we all know, and just from training camp, from all the work we put in, we have so many guys who can hurt you, who can make a ton of plays. And I think as we develop and grow as an offense, I think you'll see that week to week. It's, kind of pick your poison. There's a lot of guys who can hurt you, and 1 week it's going to be one guy, the next week it could be another, the next week it could be 3 or 4 other guys. I think that's what we're able to do on offense when you have so many guys who can make plays with different skill sets. I think I've said that a number of times, but I think it's really true when you have guys like Pittman and Tyler, who are probably more physical guys who can make contested catches or stronger. You got guys like yourself, third down, really hard guy to guard in man coverage. You're a smart football player, fill space, make explosive plays. You got AD and AP outside who can win one-on-ones, who can stretch the field. Just a ton of guys who make plays different ways.
No lie,
What
we do have a pretty deep group.
Nah, y'all do. I mean, watching it, the ball was getting spread around a lot. So walk us through fourth down. Gotta have it. I mean, as a defender, there's only a couple different type of coverages you can play in that situation. What was the thought process going through that situation?
We had. Yeah, let's see. We have 4th and 2 there, and they're a pressure team. They like to blitz and bring pressure, and coaches prepared us for some cover zero looks. So you try to recognize it when you can. We're expecting some kind of pressure. Not sure if it's zero or what, and we got the look. So went to a zero answer, and Josh did a good job winning there. But yeah, I think that was a big 4th down conversion. We had one on a handoff inside zone that hit and ripped up in there. We had maybe a quarterback sneak down there. But I think as players, you want to have the ball in your hand on 4th down and have a chance to stay on the field.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a testament to kind of you watching tape all the time and doing all your extra work. Just being able to recognize a lot of things that the naked eye doesn't see. So I know that you spend a lot of time in there doing that, and it's gonna keep paying off. But obviously this week, supposedly the number 1 defense in the NFL coming into town, I guess. I haven't got a chance to look at them yet. I know you have. I mean, obviously not too much into it, but just what would a broad opinion be that everybody would know, I guess, on the Broncos?
A lot of good players, strong secondary. I think it starts with Pat Surtain. He's a really good player and has played at a high level here now for a couple of years. And they got guys all across the back end who can make plays, and then guys up front who can rush. Their scheme, I think, is has a lot of similarities to our defense, where they can get up in your face, play man coverage, challenge you. They can they have some different zone pressure type looks, and then some different zone coverages, some shells. They play from a different can play a half, can play a quarter, and mix that up, and you got to see the whole field. But it's a good scheme. Good scheme. We'll get into it, I think, throughout the week, but strong defense for sure.
Yeah, no, they got a couple of good players. They added a few, but we played them last year out there, so kind of know what they bring to the table a little bit. But I know they signed Greenlaw, signed Hufanga at safety. They got a couple new faces there, so great defense. But it'll be a good challenge for us. And I mean, we kind of lost in a big scenario last year to them, so hopefully we can get a little get back out on them in Lucas Oil this week. But going on, just different things, different topics. Obviously, you worked with Daboll in New York, and you worked with Kevin O'Connell. You've been around some great coaches, so obviously Steichen's a mastermind. How do you like Shane?
I've really enjoyed working with Shane. I think I think he's just practical, wants to do things that make sense. There's we're running good stuff into good looks. We're staying away from things. I think it's just a smart game plan. You're kind of going through all the scenarios. What could they play here? What could they play there? This is the one thing that's a tough look for us. Be prepared for this. Be prepared for that. And I think he does a really good job kind of going through all those situations. You want to avoid bad looks when you can, but prepare for them and be ready. And I think it's just it's a complete system. There's a strong drop back game. We've got good play action game. The RPO stuff I think is new and new for me, and I think is really neat. And then run game is strong. But I've really enjoyed working with Shane. Him having played quarterback in college and kind of always been a quarterback guy. It's fun to work with too.
Off the
Mm-hmm.
field, though. I mean, I've been to NYC a couple times. I mean, you spent a couple years there. What's been the difference for you between New York and being in Indy?
He don't have Bryce
Good.
Ford Wheaton in Indy.
Yeah, I don't have my guy Bryce in Indy, but yeah, it's been good. You know, it's definitely much slower as you would expect. You know, there's less
Facts.
going on, but that's not always a bad thing. I think you know, kind of what I was saying earlier. It's about football, man. Guys here just want to play football. That's what's most important. And you know, I think New York, the restaurants, the city. I got three siblings who live in New York, and you know, friends from home, friends from college. So you know, a lot of people I knew in New York, and I really enjoyed the time there. But I'm really enjoying Indy. Indy's different, and trying some new restaurants, trying to get a lay of the land here. But it's cool. What Caleb? Have you been out in Indy much, or what?
Not at all.
No.
Just word of
We've
mouth
been
from
out
Josh.
here
I've been
like
out.
twice.
Yeah, I mean, I've
We
been out
haven't.
there for games and stuff, and been out there for the combine, but nothing really. Haven't got to see much, but
In
it
college,
looked
like
cool when I
they
was there.
like on Sundays the day you do all the film stuff in college. So like I was never able to go to any NFL games when I was in college, just because their Sunday is like our Monday. So it's like you're not getting done till 3 o'clock anyways, 3 4 o'clock. So at that point you missing all the one p.m. games, and you can't do nothing for real. So
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
different
but
from when we was at Bama. We didn't practice on Sundays. We had off on Sundays. Here, we practice on Sundays, so that takes. I
y'all
mean,
have off
I
on
just
Sunday.
literally
That's
just
crazy.
peep the score in the team meetings, just trying to keep up with
Uh,
the game
That's
and
good for your
everything. But
parents, though, right? Your parents can go from Columbus. How far is Columbus from Indy? Like a few hours, 3 hours,
like 2.5,
two and a half.
2:45,
Mm-hmm.
nothing
Yeah.
crazy.
2 hour
I'm gonna
30
try to make
minutes.
that game next week though. So
Last question, of course. I'm going UNC Duke rivalry week in
Did
November.
UNC end up beating Charlotte this weekend? What happened on
Yeah,
that?
we beat them,
why did
but
he say that?
Okay.
all right, because it's a legitimate question right now. It's a legitimate question right now. But yeah, obviously, I mean, I know you going. I don't know if you've even watched Duke play so far. I know y'all
I've
almost beat
watched Duke
Illinois.
play.
They
Okay,
taking
okay.
names.
How do they look? Like what do they have? I guess I haven't
We
really
look
watched them.
good.
I've watched UNC.
We look good. We kind of had a tough one. We were, hanging with Illinois for most of the game, and then kind of got out of hand there at the end. But I like our quarterback, Darian. He's a new guy from Tulane. He's been playing well. I think he's solid, and uh, yeah, we got a good group. I think we'll see how we continue to develop. I don't know who we play this week. I probably should know that, but he's played well. I think we got a chance to be pretty good. I feel good about our chances against the Heels this year after seeing some of their early work.
Yeah, no, some of that early work been. All right, so
That's
we
late in
won. We
November.
won
We'll
this
see when the
weekend. That's the
time
main thing.
comes.
We won this weekend. So let's just keep it there. But yeah, that week one was kind of a. I ain't gonna lie. We are we first drive of the game though. We look like world beaters. We just got to keep that first drive of the game mentality all the way through the game. We be snapping, and then we did just
Look
it's
in the
whatever, one
family
and one.
group chat, they over here hyping up that first play. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Cause they look good when they that first drive. I was like, hold on, we about to go to the natty, and then and then it just flopped. But it's all right though. It's growing pains. Bill just got there, but I do think we'll still beat Duke. It's
We'll see.
whatever.
We'll
So,
see about
but
that. We don't look like Ohio State, man. Ohio State. What are y'all ranked right now, Caleb?
You know we rank number one. You know
Number
it.
one. All right.
yeah,
You know it.
Yeah.
they got to keep going. They got a good team though. I mean, I ain't even been to a UNC game since I got done because he plays at Ohio State, and I mean, their games are crazy. It's not comparable. It's crazy how like I don't know their stadium environment is similar to an NFL team, if not better. It's insane.
Yeah. What's a
A little
better
better. A
What's a
little
better
better. A little
game
better.
day
A
environment?
little better.
Ohio State or Alabama?
Good question.
That's a tough
Good
one. I feel like the
question.
fan bases are like so similar with the expectations and everything. Like if you don't play good for a quarter, they all like they got that winning type of I don't know. They don't believe in the game being close. But I'll say OH. I'm sticking with OH. So
All
no other
right.
way to go.
What
No other
about
way to go.
what about like Big Ten like road environments versus SEC road environments?
Now
How
that's
would
a
you compare
different one.
those?
That's a different one. playing at Texas A&M my freshman year, that game was the loudest game I've ever been at. And Auburn, that kind of reminded me of Oregon last year. So I will say that was very similar. But that Texas A&M game,
Yeah.
it was
Starts like rocking.
they had a different
Don't
type
the
of atmosphere.
bleachers like rock and move at
They was
LSU and stuff?
pumping
Like the
noise
whole
into the
stadium.
stadium.
No, they weren't. It's just that
Yes, they
loud.
were. I was literally sitting on the sideline. I could feel noise coming from under the stadium. So,
So you think Texas A&M crazier than Penn State? I've been to a Michigan game, so I mean, they're that's deep. It's not like insane though. What about I guess Penn State's not crazier
I
than
don't
Texas A&M.
last year when we played there, we played at 12, so it was kind of like the atmosphere was okay. I mean, it got lit for 1 minute because they had that pick six. They had that pick six in the first
Yeah.
quarter, and then they got hyped for a little second. But then the rest of the game, it was just kind of like I was sitting on the sideline
Okay, so Penn
I don't
State
feel
fans,
it.
they not gonna like to hear that one. They gonna have something to say. But nah, man,
I mean,
I
the
appreciate
players
you
are
coming on the show, DJ. I mean,
Sure. Thanks for
it's been a
having me,
good
guys.
combo. Yeah, gotta just
Yeah.
keep balling out. I already know you're gonna do that. Keep taking care of business, but appreciate you, dog. Means a lot. Shout out Danny Dimes. It's time for Bro to Bro, where we go up against each other. Caleb, the producers, asked us to each answer these questions right here. Super Bowl or Natty?
I'm gonna go Natty just because I'm still in college for sure. You?
That's
I
crazy.
mean,
Even if I was in college, I'm going Super Bowl.
what am I supposed to say? I got to win this year.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
obviously, but like this is broad scheme. This is like we're thinking like broad scheme. 55 years old, wife, kids, family, all that,
yeah, I mean,
and you
yeah,
just looking back on the thing like
that's different. I'm
I
talking
won
about
this.
right
I
now.
wanted not Natty or Super Bowl, so I'm going Super Bowl. All right.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Win another Natty or beat TUN.
Win another Natty. No question about that. Josh, Tom
Smart answer.
Brady or Patrick Mahomes?
I'll go respect to the OG, of course, just greatest of all time, Tom Brady, but Patrick Mahomes, elite of the elite.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go Tom too, but if he won a couple more, it's kind of
Yeah, now we're into okay. I feel what you're saying. All right, LeBron or Michael Jordan.
big Bron. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
facts.
saying? I'm going Bron all day, all day, all day.
I'm
For sure.
going Bron too. No questions.
I mean, you can speak on this though. Julio or AB? Tough.
AB in his prime, ridiculous. They were in their prime around the same time, but I'm going AB. I'm an AB fan. What about you?
For sure. Just because we was in Atlanta and Julio. I mean, just because we was in Atlanta.
All right,
I mean, I wish
fair.
they would have won that year too. We would have had a day off, but
Yeah, man,
So,
that was crazy. I can't believe it. That was a bad day for the city.
it was.
A lot of heartbroken fans. All right, Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu?
Ed Reed. Definitely Ed Reed. I mean, it's close. I like Troy played with some of the most insane instincts I ever seen, but
Yeah,
Ed Reed, that's a tough one. That's
different.
That's a hard one to go
trust.
past.
I'll trust the safety on this one. I'll go ahead Reed. All right, man. Well, we appreciate y'all tuning in to episode 3 of Downs to Business, man. It's been a great show. We appreciate all of you watching, liking, and subscribing. Again, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Shout out to everybody who's liked and subscribed. If you haven't, get to it. I'm Josh. This is Caleb. Appreciate y'all.